T. Porter here. Welcome to Rooted in Music TV. Everything that we talk about, everything that we discuss is music related. I got another bomb episode for y'all, but before we begin, hit that like button, subscribe button, share button, pass me around Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media platforms. And y'all know how I feel about my ching. If you'd like to support the channel, Cash App, $Michael US. Also, check out the website, 250gemstones.com.co. Oh, we got another one. Oh, we got another one. Oh, oh, oh. Lil Bibby and Lil Herb. Well, it's G Herbo now, but this song was made when G Herbo name was Lil Herb. Out that Chicago. Some people call it Chirac, but everybody's starting to call it Chicago again because Chirac was just doing a little bit too much. Chirac was doing a little bit too much. Now this is one of my songs that get me going when I was really going through it. And that's the cool thing about music. When you really going through something, that's the whole art about music. You just find a song that relates to you at that moment in time. You know, songs like a gift. It's like, you know, you're doing bad. Like, hey man, here's a gift to lift your punk ass up. How about that? Here's a gift. I know what you're going through. Here you go. So this song is called Better Days, Lil Bibby and G Herbo. Let's dive into these lyrics. The lyrics go hard, boy. The lyrics go hard. Lil Bibby starts off with the verse. And the beginning and the intro of the song, if you haven't heard the song, check it out immediately. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. I'm surprised this song was one of their biggest ones, but it's still jams. Lil Bibby starts. They say I'm from a place where niggas don't make it out. Best thing to do is to get your cake and bounce. That's the whole point of the ghettos, to get your money and leave. Word around town, Bucks made it now. Bucks is his other nickname. Lil Bibby, they call him Bucks because he gets that money. He's a hustler. Word around town, Bucks made it now. But I'm gonna go hard until they take me out. Now, I don't know if he's talking about the police or the ops, or maybe he's talking about both. And I'm riding with them goons, cause the goons gonna shoot. Think White Sean don't want a new coupe? Nah, a lot of the songs keep talking about White Sean. I think that was a movie about White Sean, how he was an informant. He was a big time dope dealer, but the brothers of the men, and the whole time he was plotting on all the brothers to lock him up. I don't know if that's a reference or that's maybe another nickname. Y'all can help me out. And I'm a Lil Bibby fan, so I don't know why I don't know this, but other Lil Bibby fans, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Think White Sean don't want a new coupe. If a nigga was a threat, then that boy be through. 20 on his head, what the F he gonna do? So he talking about putting hits on whoever he got problems with. Young niggas clapping, we can make it happen. Learned the mathematics from effing with crack addicts. So he's talking about his upbringing. It wasn't a pleasant one. He was selling them rocks, selling weed, selling whatever he needs to sell to get that money. And going back to the beginning of the song, to get his cake and bounce, get that money and get up out of Chicago. Was gone for a minute, now a nigga back at it. I will kill for the dough. Still kick it though. Still got smoke. And it's still for the low. In the field, so still for the low, that's one of his other big songs. For the low, that's one of other Lil Bibby's big songs. In the field with the ish, I'm still with the ish. Niggas know Bibby, I'm as real as it gets. So that's Lil Bibby. And then there's an interlude, the beat breaks down, and this is G Herbo talking. Bibby, what's up, bro? Niggas around here talking crazy. What they gonna do to a mother effer? And Lil Bibby responds, you think I'm worried about nigga? That's what it is. When you confident in yourself, you ain't worried about nothing. When you confident about what you got going, when you confident about your mission, there was a mission to get out of Chicago, or at least move to a better part of Chicago, but the overall mission is to get that money. And they're showing you, they're painting a picture of the chaos, the lifestyle that they're living, and why it's absolutely important that they get that guap and then everything else will fall in. They got family members to feed, they got the gang to feed, they got this going on. It's absolutely necessary that we get out of this position. So it goes to, we got choppers, check, more lawyers, check. I'm about my ish. That's a little bit of response to G Herbo. Now it's just G Herbo's verse. G Herbo's verse, the second verse is G Herbo. I'm from a city where they forever hate. That's true. When you getting that money, they gonna hate. You heard what Taylor Swift said. Young nigga wanna see better days. A lot of niggas a lot of nights I could have seen heaven gates. Going back to the lifestyle that they live in. They're just trying to make it out. That's why he's saying, I'm from a city where they forever hate. Young nigga want to see better days. So like going back, they live in this crazy lifestyle. They want better. God stay with me, but I never pray. Now that song, that line hit because a lot of us take God for granted. A lot of us take life for granted. A lot of us take time for granted. And even though he knows he done decide he's not living right, and he knows the only reason why he's still able to breathe around the chaos is because he believed God is with him. I'ma keep a gun on me. I ain't never safe. I'ma let it spray. Now I won't hesitate. Going back to the lifestyle in Chicago. Eating meals with the steel because it's real in the field. So even when he's eating some bowl of cereal, even when he's eating a sandwich, he got them 40s, he got them 9s, he got whatever he needs to have right next to him just in case somebody pop off. That's the lifestyle that they live in. Bitch is kill or be killed. I don't live a better way. Without a doubt, I'll go hard for my niggas. Rock Block, Kobe, Squad, them my niggas. So Rock Block, I think that's a friend of his. Kobe, I think he made a song. No, that's Faisal. So I think these are his friends. Rock Block, Kobe, Squad, them be my niggas. Is giving a shout out to his friends. And yeah, I got an open heart for my niggas. Still gotta keep a Glock for my niggas. Can't stop them once you start up, my niggas. Talking about once the chaos is stirring in their spirit, like, you know, the dudes say that their opponents or their ops is talking mess. You know, so a lot of times, a lot of dudes try to be civil. They ain't trying to deal with the cemetery. They ain't trying to deal with jail time. They ain't trying to deal with trauma. They don't want to deal with the cops, because once you put somebody in the ground, the boys will come. They trying to lock you up. This is getting away from the mission. But what he's saying is, some of the dudes that he running with, they don't care about all that. They just care about getting who they need to get. That's why he said, can't stop them once you start up my niggas. You can't stop my niggas once they get rowdy. Once they get fired up, you can't stop them. They're gonna hunt somebody down. Getting money effing starts with my niggas. They ain't trying to play the part of my niggas. Then I might have to depart from my niggas. So what he's saying is, even he's checking his homies too. They ain't trying to play their part of my niggas. Then I might have to depart from my niggas. So what he's saying is, the guys, if they ain't playing their part, we a gang, we a family, but y'all ain't doing y'all parts, I might have to go solo, because at the end of the day, this is what the whole song's about. They live a treacherous gang lifestyle, and they're trying to get out there looking for better days, a little peace, a little quiet, some money, spending time with their kids if they got kids, and checking on their mom, just a little bit of civility, just a little peace of mind. But he's saying that even if y'all get in the way of it, I'm gonna leave y'all in Chicago too. How about that? Look like it's what's the best for everybody else. I guess little G Herbo talking. Look, it's like what's best for everybody else ain't always what's best for you. And that's true. What works for the next man may not be working for me. What works for the next man may not be working for me. And hold on. Plug this in. Hold on. My laptop, y'all. My laptop, y'all. Okay. That's true. So whatever, you know, you're going through, or however you getting your money, that may not work for somebody going to college, doing this, doing that, working a job for 40 years. They have a bigger plan. They have a mission in mind. So whatever their mission is, they're going to stick to it. And they're not shaming. That's what I like about this song, because they're understanding, like, We all come from these effed up places, but how we get out, that's how you got out. How I'm getting out this situation, how I'm getting out. And neither one should condemn the other as long as y'all safe, as long as y'all getting that bread, as long as y'all families being taken care of. Because these are men. These are perspectives and concepts and principles and moralities of men. These are missions, and this is what men think about every single day. There's always pressure on the man to do better. Third verse. Lil Bibby is back and forth. So think Bibby, young nigga so sick, I need a checkup. On the road, Bibby trying to run a checkup. He's talking about now he's living a life as a rap star. And his mentality, his mission, like he lived the gang life, and he's getting the money while he was in the streets. Now he's getting the money while he's a rap star. Getting money, all these hoes want to sex us. He's getting that check on the road. All the girls want to smash him. He's living his dream. And this is so dope. And I love journey. I love songs that tell a journey. I love a song that show you the problems, and there's a solution at the problem, and they give you different perspective, and they show the listener where they were and where they at now. Nigga out of town, still throwing sets up. So he still has that gang mentality. He's out of town. He made it out of Chicago. He's a rap star now, but he still put Chicago on his back. Still throwing sets up. I don't know what this is. You know what I mean? But it's there. Use your head before I leave it on the curb. This real talk. This not just some words. Niggas sneak dissing. Man, that nigga got nerve. You know, even though he's a rap star, all the conflicts that he had in the Chicago streets, it still followed him. And had to call the city, check up on my nigga Herb, like, what up, Bucks? Now this is G Herbo. I'm riding over east with it on me. I still gotta look to my left and my right. Niggas want me to sleep by my lonely. So even though they both made it out of Chicago, they still sometimes go back to Chicago because they still got friends and family. They still moving in the city. And he's saying now that he's even known, you gotta think of it like this. He had a problem with niggas on the street. They hated his black ass, right? Now, they're your rivals. Just imagine your rival, the dude that's been busting at you. He's a mega superstar. Taking trips around the world, doing this, doing that. And sometimes he check in. So he knows that because of what was going on in the streets, now by him being a superstar, that's only going to increase the hatred of his enemies. That's only going to increase the hatred of his ops. His ops really gonna hate him now. So that's why he said, still gotta look to my left and my right. Niggas want me to sleep on my lonely. They want him dead. They want G Herbo, they want Lil Bibby dead because they were block stars, now they rap stars, and now they getting money and they still throwing up their sets. He said, when I was on the road, I'm still throwing up sets. Ain't nothing changed. With some little bit of things changed, but they elevated themselves. So you gotta think about this. Somebody that you hate elevate themselves and they still talking shit about you. So I'm riding and smoking and thinking, I'm only 19, but I'm living like a grown-up. So they wrote this when we were 18, 19. Think about that, 18 and 19. This was going on in Chicago. Chicago got a lot of problems. We'll get to that in a minute. Hey, Lil Bibby, look at the mess that we made. All these other MCs trying to clone us. They're spitting like this at 18 and 19. Cold with it. Ain't that a bitch? This Lil Bibby, ain't that a bitch? In my face, on my D. Big face on my wrist, talking about the money he got now. Shit be making me sick, starting hating in this. Okay, hold on, let me run that back. Let me clean that up for y'all. Ain't that a B in my face, on my D, big face on my wrist, ish making me ish. Starting hating and ish. Man, I think they just want to see a nigga trip. Then I had to, then I had a thought right when I was about to flip. Gotta calm down. Let me hit my nigga tip. Talking about T.I. because Lil Bibby and T.I. did a song. And that's the end of the song. So, going back to what I was saying about how their enemies still hating on them. Big face on my wrist, talking about the Rolex. This stuff be making them sick. start hating in this. So they start hating. Like I said, I already knew that these are hood niggas, and their enemies hate them. They hated them then, and they hate them now. You know what I mean? So a lot of times their mentality, they're already almost 20, already 20 years on Earth, right? He's 19, and the way you see the world is kind of cemented until something else changes your mind, right? So better days is what I think all human beings are looking for. Tupac got another song called Better Days, but better days is what I believe most human beings are striving for. Better days is what I believe most people look forward towards. Graduations, you know, if you're ill, the people looking for better days. Hopefully their illness go away. They're just dying to get back to their normal self. I know what it's like to be sick. You just don't feel like doing nothing. Only thing that's on your mind when you're sick is not being sick. When you're broke, the only thing you think about is not being broke. How do I not get broke? How do I not be sick? How can I get in a position where I'm healthy again? How can I get in a position where I'm financially stable? Because when you're broke, the only thing a nigga think about is money. That's the only thing. Because you have to survive. Better days, a little bit of relief. No more gun violence, like getting out of Chicago. There's a lot of anticipation. There's a mission. There's an absolute need to elevate. There's an absolute need to integrate blissfulness in somebody's life. There's a need for joy. There's a need for understanding. There's a need for a space where I can be calm and I can get my thoughts together. Always, he said he's sleeping with his steel. You got to eat with your gun. You got to sleep by the gun. That's how they're living. You got to sleep with the gun. You know, eat with your gun. Every time you walk out the house, it could be a problem. You gotta make sure your mama protected. Now they find out where school your sisters go to. Now they might hit it. They can't find you, so they're gonna hit up your sister. This is the chaos that's going on, and they're not even 20 yet. So better days, Lil Herb or G Herbo, Lil Bibby. Y'all let me know what y'all think. One of my faves. I got a lot of favorite Chicago artists. Yeah, Chicago got a lot of talent. You know, the news only show niggas doing wild stuff, but you know how the news media is towards blacks, towards our culture. You know, they want to paint this image, even though, you know, white folks commit half of the crimes in the country, but they don't. Our crimes are highlighted because, according to them, we don't make up that much of the population, which I think is another lie too. We're not. We are far more than 13%, but that's a story for another day. But Chicago. Nobody cares, and that's what everybody is starting to understand. I hope you understand now, and that's what I preach. Like, you got to find a way out through the mercy of God. Get your life together, get your mind together, get your spirit together, get your emotions together, because they don't care. Most people. I want to say, in my opinion, and y'all let me know. Y'all flood my inbox. How many of the officials in Chicago y'all really think care about the people living in Chicago, black people living in Chicago, the hoods, the middle? How many of the representatives you think, what's the percentage you think actually give a damn about Chicago? Actually give a damn about Chicago. So, y'all let me know what y'all think. Lil Herb, G Herbo, and Lil Bibby. Better days. Until next time. Goodbye, goodbye.